Ladies, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you had a beautiful day today. It's Friday. It's Friday today. So for most of y'all, the week is over. You guys about to turn up. I hope you guys have a safe and fun time out there. Now, before we get into this Darrell Brooks video, I do need to shout out the new channel. We have a clips channel. It's not a complete break off of this channel, but it will be different content. Mainly it'll be clips on what we cover on our lives, just the spiciest points, because those are mainly current things that are happening right now. Everybody go check out the shorts channel. It's going to be lit. I should say the clips channel. Everybody go over there, get me to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the week. That's the homework. Go over there, get me to 1K before the end of the week. I love you guys. Now, we're moving straight into the Waukesha trial. We have a woman officer this time. She's about to give her name. Her last name is Schneider. I forgot her last name. But she was alongside the other officer who kind of froze up and didn't shoot Darrell Brooks that at the beginning of the parade. Now, she's going to give her testimony. Brooks is going to be the first to question her this time. So it is going to be an interesting thing. Let's go ahead and check it out.
It would be fair to say from the video footage that was shown that you were standing directly next to Officer Buttrin. Is that correct?
That is correct.
There it is, Officer.
For any reason?
I think it was Bryce Buttrin. Yes, yep, that was his name, Officer Bryce Buttrin. That was the one who froze up on the shooting because I would have shot his ass. I'm sorry. You're at the beginning of the parade. There's probably the least amount of people there. Man, blasting. But anyways, he didn't do it, so it is what it is.
Would you have, being that you were so close next to him, not heard the same things that he heard?
Objection, I think that calls for
Grounds.
Calls for speculation.
It's sustained.
Next question.
How long before you saw the approaching vehicle?
I heard radio traffic about it going past the barricades, and I would say it was a couple seconds later that we saw it coming down the street.
Damn.
Did you observe anyone being struck at that time?
I did not.
Did you observe anyone being struck after the vehicle passed you?
I did not.
Would it be fair to say from the video footage that was shown that the vehicle passed you in maybe a second, if that?
A second to 2 seconds. Yes.
Do you think that would be enough?
She's very calm and reserved, but don't take that calmness as if she's a weak person. She probably the strongest woman in her family. She probably the only one. Shit. There's not too many police officers out there, but she's probably the only police officer in her family. Unless she got daddy and uncle, probably. She was probably the tomboy. She's definitely soft-spoken, but she probably could turn up on a grown man if she needed to.
Time to get a clear description of who was driving the vehicle?
Yes, I do.
And why do you believe that?
Because I saw the driver very clearly.
You saw the driver very clearly in 1 second.
Yes, sir.
And do you recall if the driver had hair?
I do.
Do you recall if the driver was wearing a hat?
I don't recall that.
Do you recall anything that the driver may have been wearing?
No, I don't.
She was probably looking straight at his face because people remember things differently, because the officer said he probably had on a gray hoodie. Guys probably focus on, the clothes a little bit. Women, they're probably looking at the face and the hair, you know what I mean? Especially the hair, because that's like, if you don't have dreadlocks as a dude, you probably don't think about, or if you don't have long hair as a guy, you don't think about hair that often. But like, 80% of women have hair in America, so like that's gonna be one of the first things they're looking at because that's just part of the program.
Do you recall seeing anyone in the back seat?
I couldn't see the back seat from my position.
Why could you not see the back seat?
Because there's front seats in the way.
Were there any tinting to the vehicle that you saw?
Not that I saw.
So you saw no tinted windows at all on the vehicle?
I do not recall seeing tinted windows.
And he's always going to try to bend the question. Oh, so you did not see any? Not that I can recall. I did not see any. I do not remember seeing any. I mean, what are you going to say to that? She's giving you, like, whenever he tries to ask her again, she gives an even more definite answer. And kind of just leaves you like, well, shit, let's move on. She knows how to handle him. There's a lot of people who are all timid. Even some of the men, they're like all timid. They want to call him by he and they and not Darrell Brooks, bro. Everybody knows it's you. Like, come on. Tinted windows. And even if there were two people in the back seat, she still saw you as the driver. So you can't blame it on the imaginary person behind you. So now what?
Tinting to the vehicle that you saw?
Not that I saw.
So you saw no tinted windows at all on the vehicle?
I do not recall seeing tinted windows.
I did not recall seeing tinted windows. Smart woman. No games.
Would it be fair to say from the video that there was a barricade set up at the cross street of Buckley?
Yes.
Would it be also fair to say that you couldn't turn down Buckley Street because of the barricade?
The street was barricaded.
Could you make a turn down the street that was barricaded?
You could make a turn, but it was barricaded.
How can you make a turn on a barricaded street?
Huh, well, I mean, we could do what you did. Drive the fuck through it, huh?
How would you be able to do that?
If a vehicle were to slow down, the barricade could be moved.
Oh.
So a vehicle would actually have to stop and then make the turn.
That's correct.
Were there any law enforcement officers posted at the barricade?
On that side of the street near Buckley, we had a reserve officer, I believe.
Do you recall if any one of those officers or officer attempted to stop the vehicle?
I couldn't tell you about that.
Was there any report of the officer that was standing at that barricade to stop the vehicle?
Again, I couldn't tell you about that.
I couldn't tell you about that. Yo, she can't tell you about much, bro. Nothing but her own self. Remember, she's there seeing all this bullshit happen in real time. She's not looking around to see what Bryce is doing and what the peace officer is doing. We're trying to stay alive and neutralize the threat. Like, and she didn't even see the car hit nobody. She just knows it flew by. And good for her. She doesn't have to be scarred like that, because what Bryce Butcherin saw apparently has him still shook up to now. Well, not now, but like up to this point.
So to the best of your knowledge, only you and Officer Butcherin attempted to stop the vehicle?
To the best of my knowledge, yes.
And there were other officers present?
The other individual who was present is not a sworn patrol officer.
Were they law enforcement?
No, they're considered a reserve officer.
Were they wearing any gear that may have identified them as an officer?
I don't recall what that officer or that reserve officer was wearing.
Can we show Exit 17 again? Or Exhibit 17?
You want it published or just shown to the witness?
I want it shown to the witness.
Permission granted.
Actually, can we show it to the whole court?
Idiot. Bro doesn't even understand what he's doing right now. Bro is literally improvising as he goes along. He's like, okay, I'm gonna let her. Wait, no, that's gonna take. Actually, let me show the whole court. Yeah, Your Honor, that was a good idea. Good suggestion, Your Honor. Let me show it to the whole court. That was my idea, though. I promise you, that was my idea. Exit 17. Bro's vocabulary is limited. When I tell you it's limited, all he knows how to do is curse. If he now that he can't curse that often, like it's not appropriate to because it's not gonna help him out. He trying to sound all smart like he's a lawyer. He's an idiot, bro. Bro could barely pronounce anyways.
Permission granted, it's been received.
Well, before you play it, can you pause it? Before you play it,
Doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, bro. I promise.
would it be fair to say that at that intersection that has the red light facing towards the camera, that there is, in fact, someone who appears to be law enforcement standing right there?
Objection vague.
Sustained.
Darrell Brooks literally thinks if he says grounds before the judge speaks, he wins and he can fucking continue questioning people. Like, I promise you that. When he yells out grounds as fast as he possibly can, he's like, damn, if I say it just a little bit faster next time, maybe they'll let me get away with it. I'm just going to scream out grounds, even if it doesn't make sense. Grounds. With a Z on it. Stop playing. Grounds with a Z.
Rephrase.
Would it be fair to say that someone standing at that intersection that appears to be wearing the same police vest attire that you are wearing?
Objection vague.
Grounds.
Your Honor, Mr. Brooks can use the touch screen on his monitor as well, correct?
Correct. I'm gonna overrule the objection. I think what he was asking is clear enough, so he may answer.
There is an individual on the Buckley side of the intersection wearing a high-res traffic vest.
Is it similar in any way to the vest that you are wearing?
It appears to be so.
I mean,
yes.
look at these barricades, guys. Look at, what is he going to say? The officer was there, so he got scared and kept mowing people over like a fucking lawnmower? No, more like a fucking tractor. That's more like it. Like, what's he going to say? Look at these barricades, guys. You could thump these barricades with a pinky and they'll fall over, bruh. What are you going to say? I was trapped in the lane because the officer wouldn't let me go through the barricade? Like, bro, is such a, bro. Dumb assery out of this guy is on another level, I promise you. He's just showing more incriminating evidence. Like, why would you show this? Look at the half barricades that are leaning, bro. It makes it so clear. But see, the state covered this. The state questioned her first, but I just wanted to do a Darrell Brooks one today. We're gonna do the state tomorrow or the day after. I'm not sure when. But bro, he's just using the exhibits they used. He's using the exhibits because he thinks that he can refute this. Like, this does not look good. You have a Ford Explorer. That shit could have just thumped that out of the way, and he could have just went about his way. Ticket, traffic violation. That's it. Like,
So would it be fair to say that the appearance of them wearing the same attire as you, that they would be easily identified as law enforcement?
I would go so far as to say that they would be at least highly visible to people. Yes.
Would someone who's not in the law enforcement field possibly for any reason mistake them as law enforcement?
Possibly, yes.
Can you play it just for just a couple of seconds so we can get a clear look at the individual that I'm referring to?
I mean,
Exactly
you're not
how
gonna
many
get.
seconds, Mr. Brooks?
I don't consent to being called that name, but 2.
I love Opera for that.
Second.
Hold on. Let's hear
Can
that.
you play it just for just a couple of seconds so we can get a clear look at the individual that I'm referring to?
Exactly how many seconds, Mr. Brooks?
I don't,
Exactly how many seconds, Mr. Brooks? Strong. She a strong woman. I bet you she throw her husband's legs up. No, let me stop. She a strong woman.
consent to being called that name, but 2. maybe 2 or 3 seconds.
Okay.
You can pause at the 3-second mark, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Nothing
Can
happened.
you go back a second?
Judge, it's not possible to jump back in
1 second.
1-second increments.
Go back to the beginning, please.
Right there.
That's
Ask
the
your
beginning
question.
of the video, bro. That's the beginning of. Why did you play the video? She literally rewound the shit to 0 seconds. I wanted to see if it was at least a second. See if he wasn't bullshitting. Bro doesn't even know what he's doing right now. He went back to 0 and now he saw the thing he was looking for right there. Like, right there. Yeah, right there. Bro, you're at 0 seconds and 0 minutes. What are you talking about right there? It's been there.
Question.
Do you know that individual right
This
there?
man actually said played the video, back it up 2 seconds. They put it to 0, and he was like right there. This guy, he doesn't have anything in his brain. This clearly shows that he's just stalling because he doesn't have anything to look for. Like,
I don't recall who that was, no.
Did you see them at any time attempt to stop the vehicle or redirect the vehicle?
I did not observe that myself, no.
You can take the exhibit down.
You're done with this exhibit?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. You can take it down, man.
Can you put up exhibit 18 for the court?
he's cordial
Just want
today.
this-
The other video we watched, I think it was deeper into the trial. It was deeper into the police officers. No. It was Bryce Butcherin. He got mad and he was just disrespectful. He was like, "Yeah, take that down, change it." Darrell was like, "Please," like a child, like you're talking to a 12-year-old, having little tantrums, bro. What type of shit is this? Most emotional man on the earth.
Presented, not played at this moment? Just confirming with you.
I'm probably gonna play it too
Probably, or
Get it
will
up
you?
first.
for the entire court.
For the record, exhibit 18 is on the screens. Do you want it played, Mr. Brooks? Do you have a question at this
Yeah,
point?
I want it played, Your Honor, if I may.
The whole
If you
thing?
may.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, permission granted.
Pause it right there. Would it be fair to say that that was just a horn that was heard?
No, I don't hear a horn.
There was never
don't
a
hear a horn.
horn.
Heard?
He always says that there was a horn right around this point, even with Bryce. He was like, yeah. Now, in the video, can you hear a horn honking? Bryce was like, no. Same here. All you hear is a woman say, "Oh my God." It sounds like a black lady. "Oh my God." And that was it. Like, wait, hold on. Let's back it up real quick.
Ma'am.
The whole thing?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, permission granted.
Pause it right there. Would it be fair to say that that was just a horn that was heard?
No, I don't hear a horn.
You don't hear a horn.
I do
No,
not hear a horn.
dumbass.
Can we start that from the beginning?
Sure.
For the record, Mr. Brooks.
When did you have a
Objection. I do not consent to being called that name, Your Honor, nor do I identify by that name.
The defendant has asked the video to be stopped. It was stopped at 4 seconds in. He's requested that it be replayed. Are you going to have the whole thing replayed, or do you want it stopped again at 4 seconds?
Maybe around that same point.
Maybe or yes.
I'll wait till you say stop then.
Okay.
We'll make a record of it. Go ahead.
Pause it. Would it be fair to say that
I
that was
hear-
not just a horn?
I ain't hear shit. I'm not gonna lie. All I hear is parade instruments and people saying, "Oh my God."
That was heard on this video.
I will stick with my original answer on that.
So your original answer would be that you did not just hear a horn on this video that was being played.
Correct.
That's correct.
And for the record, it was stopped at 6 seconds.
So would it be any reason that anyone else would have
Oh,
heard
he
a
just,
horn?
hold on.
So would it?
I feel like I heard him scratching something out because he couldn't ask that question anymore because she didn't hear the horn. I swear, his defense is so fickle, is so fucking flimsy. Like, I mean, how did he expect to do anything but lose? I guess he made the news pretty big, you know what I mean? He made the news. He had his little 10 minutes of fame right there. But shit, I guess he knew he was going to jail.
Would it be any reason that anyone else would have heard a horn?
Objection, speculation.
Sustained.
Grounds.
Sustained calls for speculation on the part of this witness.
Did you at any time get a chance to read the report by Officer Butcher, who was standing right next to you during this event?
I did not read his report.
Why the fuck would
Did you have any conversation with him about what he may have observed or heard that evening?
Can you clarify what you mean?
Did you have any conversation with Officer Butcher about what he may have observed or heard on that evening?
I believe that the evening that later, after everything had calmed down, we had talked for a little bit.
Did he state to you that he had heard a horn beeping at any time during your conversation?
Objection, hearsay, move to strike
Grounds.
question.
Yeah, no, that's hearsay. That's classic hearsay. And why are you gonna yell out grounds? She just said the grounds. Like, I feel like the judge kind of supposed to say grounds because you'll be like, objection, hearsay, right? And then the judge will hear it and they'll be like, grounds. Give me some grounds for it. He's not supposed to be yelling out grounds. Like, oh my God, bro is a dumbass. I just realized that the other video. Hold on, let me change my temperature. I just realized that in the other video that I was doing, it was a Bradley Yon video, and I think prosecution had said objection, Your Honor, and then the judge looked at him and he was like grounds, and then defense gave their grounds. Brooks is completely backwards. He doesn't even. You don't even answer that question for fucking prosecution or defense. Grounds? Like, what are you saying?
Oh. Sustained calls for hearsay.
Do you recall what the conversation was about when you talked that evening?
I can't recall specifics, no.
Did you in any way talk about what had happened that evening at the parade?
Of course.
Yeah, it would be about the parade, but I can't, again, tell you specifics of what we talked about.
You don't recall?
I've already answered that.
But you're sure that you had...
Oh, wow. I didn't even know you could do that. I've already answered that, so I'm not going to answer it again. What the fuck? Yo, she's kind of bullying him, bro. Like, this is one of the few witnesses I feel like, ooh, that's a good mug right there. Hold on. The little stink lip. Damn. Hold on. Let me print screen that. I like that. I might use this for a thumbnail. That is pretty dope. That is pretty dope. The stink face. I like that.
You don't recall?
I've already answered that.
I've already answered that. And she looks right back at him. That's a gangster move right there. I'm not going to lie. The judge didn't even check her for it. She was just like, well, I mean, she already answered that. Yo, he felt a type of way. He was like, Judge, you're not gonna do anything. You're not, okay, shit. Well, I guess I'm gonna continue then.
But you're sure that you had some talks about what you may have seen?
Objection, repetitive.
Grounds.
Asked and answered. Sustained. Next question, please.
Just so we're clear for the record, from your recollection, would it be fair to say that Officer Butcher saw the approaching vehicle before you did?
Objection,
Grounds.
Speculation.
Grounds.
Sustained, it calls for speculation on the part of this witness. Next question.
At what point did you see the vehicle? Once it was past Officer Veteran or before it had passed him?
I saw the vehicle coming from the White Rock location, so it was before the vehicle had even approached Officer Butron's location.
Any reason why you didn't move to attempt to stop the vehicle when Officer Veteran did?
Yes, we oftentimes in our line of work have people, meaning no ill will, just disregard police barricades and other things. So initially I didn't know if the vehicle was being driven by somebody that was just simply distracted or lost or senile. I had no idea.
So it would be fair to say that at the time you had no idea what was going on with the vehicle and why it was there.
At the time, what I knew was that someone had radioed that a car had...
She doesn't let him put any words in her mouth. She'll listen to the whole thing and reconstruct the entire... She'll tell you what she wants to tell you. She's not going to let you spoon feed her explanations and different understandings other than her own. You know what I mean? I like how she re-edited the entire thing. She's like, no, this is how I'm going to respond. He wrote out the test question and she rewrote the whole question. That's crazy. She paused.
At the time, what I knew was that someone had radioed that a car had disregarded our barricades to keep the parade route closed off.
And you heard this on the radio, correct?
On police radio, yes.
So did you hear a car or did you hear an SUV?
I don't recall the exact words that were used. It was a vehicle.
Would it be fair to say that you just said that you heard a car over the radio?
I got you.
I don't recall the exact words.
Would it be fair to say that it is extremely hard to compare a car with an SUV?
Who walks around? I think you're a weirdo if you walk around saying, yeah, I'm gonna take my SUV back home. All right, guys, I'm gonna go hop in my SUV on my break. I want to take a little break. Yeah, everything is your car, bro. Yeah, no, I had to take my SUV to the shop because, you know, it was leaking oil all over the street. I mean, what? I'm gonna look at you like, bro, what the fuck? Like, oh, you mean your car? Okay, cool. Like, nobody calls their car their SUV, their truck. Like, the only thing you're gonna call differently is probably like a tractor or a moped or something, because that's noticeably different.
Argumentative.
Grounds.
Sustained. Next question.
Would you ever mistake a car in an SUV?
Objection.
Oh
Argumentative.
God.
Overruled. She may answer.
She was like, just give him something. I'll let her answer this one. Bro is fishing for an answer so bad. Everything's such dog shit of a question. Half of the shit can't even go through.
I think I'm pretty good at knowing the difference.
So when you heard the radio call, were you expecting a car or SUV?
I was expecting a vehicle, red in color, to be coming my direction.
Would it be fair to say that you, before, didn't state the color of the vehicle that you were expecting?
I think the question's vague, Your Honor, as
Objection.
to
Grounds.
when she may or may
Grounds.
not.
I like how she just pauses. I swear, this is one of them witnesses that bullies Darrell Brooks. Like, she's really bullying him. She's strong arming him with like her petite little mannerisms and quietness, but she's really over here making him look bad. And I know he can feel it too. All the other witnesses, he kind of has a dickhead stronghold over him, but not her. She just politely sits there and doesn't say anything. Let prosecution get to work.
Hold on. Let her state the objection.
Question's vague.
Here, look, grounds. Hold
question
on.
vague.
Let her stay. Oh, he's a child. He's a baby.
Your Honor, as
Objection,
to
grounds.
when she may or may
Grounds.
not.
Mr. Brooks, hold on, let her state the objection.
Questions vague as to when she may or may not have indicated the color of the car, Your Honor.
Grounds.
I'll sustain the objection. Please rephrase. It's sustained as to the form of the question.
At any time during the radio report, was there any report of the color of the vehicle, as you say, in the report that you heard over the radio?
The exact color of the vehicle over the radio, I do not recall hearing. I know that I saw a red SUV coming from White Rock.
Would it be fair to say that you heard the radio call before you saw the vehicle?
Absolutely, I heard it before I saw it.
So would it be fair to say that you couldn't have known what the color of the vehicle would be?
That is true. She did say she was expecting a red vehicle to come her way. She fucked up a little bit, but I don't think that was even intentional. She just knows that it was red, and it's been months and months. So it's just in her head that it's red. But okay, my bad. You know what I mean? She didn't know it was red, but she was expecting a vehicle to come.
And what vehicle was being referred to?
There was only one vehicle on the parade route, from what I saw.
Were there any radio reports that the vehicle had struck anyone at that time that you heard?
No, I didn't hear anyone say that the vehicle had struck anyone.
Was there any reports at that time over the radio that you heard of a description of who may have been driving the vehicle?
No, I don't recall a description coming out over the radio prior to me seeing the vehicle come across my path.
So would it be fair to say that the radio report was pretty vague?
Objection argumentative.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Were there any reports that you know of, rather by radio or from people who were present in your area that you were, that they may have heard honking from the vehicle that approached?
Objection speculation.
Grounds.
Overruled. The way it was phrased, he asked if she had any information, so she may answer.
I don't have any information about honking.
Of course not, because why would you give it to him?
Can you recall about what time you saw the approaching vehicle?
I don't know the exact time, no.
Were you injured in any way by the vehicle?
I was not injured.
So it would be fair to say that you haven't filed a claim in this matter, correct?
Objection irrelevant.
Grounds.
Overruled.
And Opper hit them so hard with objection irrelevant so strongly because he does this all the time. What is going to happen, people? For the folks that's been following this trial for a while, we already know what he's going to do. He's going to go ahead and ask, did you file a complaint? It's either going to be yes or no. No, it's always going to be no because the state filed it, right? They're going to say no, and he's going to be like, well, who filed the complaint? They're going to be like, well, I think the city of Waukesha. Well, the city of Waukesha isn't a person. Therefore, I should be a free man right now. The law book is the law book is wrong, bro. It's so dumb. He's like the dumbest. I have to give it to him for his creativity. His creativity level is out of here because I wouldn't have even tried to embarrass myself trying to ask some crazy questions like that. Crazy.
She may answer.
I have not filed a claim for this.
So it would be also fair to state that you are not an injured party in this matter, correct?
Correct.
Objection asked and answered.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Could you state for the record who subpoenaed you to testify in this matter today?
Yep.
The state?
The state of Waukesha. Here it
And when you
comes.
say the state, who are you referring to exactly?
The state of Wisconsin?
To the best of your knowledge, being in law enforcement for some time, have you ever had any interaction with the state whatsoever?
Objection,
Grounds.
irrelevant, vague.
Grounds.
Sustained. Next question.
He literally asked if if she had an interaction with the state whatsoever since then. I would have been like, yeah, I walk on the ground every day. The soil below me is the state. What are you talking about? And I work in government. Boom. Into my question. I mean, into my answer. Like, bro, you're stupid. Down bad.
Did you physically talk to the state about testifying here this morning?
Objection,
Down bad, bro. This shit is crazy.
vague and irrelevant.
Grounds.
Do you mean to ask her if she spoke with the DA's office?
Did she speak to the plaintiff?
Sustained. Next question.
Oh my God, he's such
How long have you known the plaintiff in this matter?
Objection, irrelevant.
Grounds.
Sustained.
You know,
Next question.
sometimes there's like a spirit that comes over me, and it's just like I wish I was there so I could just rock his jaw real quick, just sucker punch the shit out of him. You know what I mean? Because this guy is such an idiot. Like he's trying to do it with so much confidence, even though he looks like a little weasel, bro. Like, and he looks at her like, "Yeah, I got you. Yeah, How long have you known the plaintiff? So in tune, so engaged. Like, bro, you're such a bum."
Question.
Have you read the complaint in this matter? To your recollection?
I have, I believe I've skimmed it over. I haven't read it in its entirety.
Would it be any reason why you didn't read the complaint in its entirety?
Because I had shit to
Irrelevant.
do.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Did you have any idea that you may be called to testify in this matter?
I did see it as a possibility, yes.
So it'd be fair to say that if you knew that it was a possibility that you may be called to testify, would it be fair to say that it would be best to acquire all the knowledge that you can acquire before testifying?
Man, you got me fucked up. The state requires me to be here, and that's where I am, here. The state doesn't require me to do no homework and to have all the T's crossed and the dots dotted. Like, bro, you got me fucked up. Like, no. I did not finish the report, and I'm glad she said she didn't finish it. Keep it for real. Keep it one, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Objection, argumentative.
Grounds.
Sustained.
she just staring at him. Staring at him. See, she is asserting her dominance, bro. Completely. She's not looking away, staring directly at him. When he asks her a question, looking straight at him. And then when she answers, I like the little spice, she'll just look away and tell the jury. Even though people say you're supposed to do that, that's what people do. No, they don't. Most of the people in this case look back at him and have these little timid answers. She don't give a fuck. She's staring straight at him. She's like, bro, I see people like you every day. They just don't have cars to run people over with. You got a hold of one from your mommy.
Are you aware that all police departments are funded by the state of Wisconsin?
Objection, irrelevant.
Grounds.
Sustained.
If you weren't testifying here this morning, would you be on duty?
Maybe.
Yes, I would be.
Is that why you came in uniform?
Yes, it is.
So it'd be fair to say that right now you're on a clock,
Yes, I am.
being paid by whom?
By the city of Waukesha.
Is the city of Waukesha in the state of Wisconsin?
Yes, it is.
And Who funds the Waukesha Police Department?
Objection.
Oh
Your
my
Honor.
God.
Sustained.
It's so sad. It's so sad that he's just asking these questions because he has nothing else to do. And the judge is just kind of letting it happen. She's not even saying nothing. She's just like, fuck it. I mean, we're not getting nowhere. It's about to be lunch anyways. Just let him ramble a little bit. Just let him ramble a little.
During your attempt to stop the vehicle, do you recall the vehicle trying to strike anyone?
I did not see the vehicle deviating in any way, no.
Do you recall it trying to strike anyone?
I think it's asked and answered, Your Honor.
Sustained.
By you saying that you didn't see the vehicle deviate, can you clarify for the record what that means, in your opinion?
When I saw the vehicle coming towards my direction, it was driving in a straight line.
So would it be fair to say that that does not clarify what you mean by deviate?
Objection.
It's argumentative.
When she said objection, she laughed. Yo, deviate means to change. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Go back to high school. Go back to go back to the 9th grade or some shit, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
So would it be fair to say that that does not clarify what you mean by deviate?
Objection.
She laughed at him, bro. Imagine being laughed at because you're that dumb. And he's like, but Your Honor, that's not what deviate means. Deviate isn't the opposite of going straight, Your Honor. Deviate means to also go straight. That's what that means. Fucking dumbass. Like,
It's argumentative. Sustained.
I think he's
To
about
the best,
tapped.
as far as you recall, you didn't see or hear that the vehicle has struck anyone. That be fair to say?
That's been asked and answered, Your Honor.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Yeah, he's getting locked out. All these questions are garbage. Look at his little piece of paper. He has one sheet of paper. All these basic duty big ass boxes full of files. You got security guy behind you cheesing, busting a little smirk every time you say something foolish. It's not looking good for your boy. It's looking really down bad right now for him. People, the prosecution's laughing at him right now. You just heard Opera chuckle while she said objection. I've never heard that before. He's setting records out here.
Do you know of any cross streets before you attempted to stop the vehicle that may have been barricaded? To the best of your knowledge, do you recall any domestic dispute coming over the radio?
At what point in time?
The evening during the parade, November 21st.
I don't recall specifically the terms domestic being used over the radio in any way, no.
Girl, you know you guys use code for everything. She's taking them. He didn't even catch that because they use code for everything. So they're not gonna say domestic disturbance. I don't think so. They're gonna say a 17950, and they're gonna be like, oh shit, we got ourselves a wife beater. Anyways, people, that was pretty much it. Brooke, man, he makes an ass out of himself while getting embarrassed. While this cop is just owning him, bro. Calm, cool, collected, not unfazed by all his little dumbass questions. But anyways, folks, that's it for me for today. I hope you guys have a beautiful fucking weekend, all that good stuff. We're going to come back with the lives. The last live was amazing. Make sure you go check out the new channels. Go subscribe. Go check out the new clips when I upload them, obviously. And I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.